Alright, what's up everybody? It's Hydrotron here, and in today's video, I will be showing you the games that's actually coming soon. Between so I could just sum up and tell you which games is coming up soon that's in the fall, which they going for the Nintendo Switch. So the fall is going to definitely start in September. September during the time, and then it ends in December. Then for the winter thing, it will end to December to March. Is the estimate date of the games that comes out with it. So I'll show you the games. Also, I'll be showing you the games that's eligible for the voucher. Okay, so one of the games is Super Mario Bros. Wonder is on the voucher too. Especially this is not this. This Detective Pikachu Returns instead. I was really shocked about it. This game too. This game. Actually, I could just push the voucher. So yeah. So these games. That's and then they got the Batman Arkham trilogy that's coming. Yeah, it's pretty surprising that they have it. They have it. What is this coming in the fall? Pretty much in October. It's a maybe. So I don't know if it's coming out in October. I wonder how much it costs. But anyways, just coming with that. Okay, I'm looking for especially for the voucher, because this is very important for people who want to buy the certain game that they want to play. Okay. Just there's some these new titles. This one's new. This one is they already showed this in the other thread. They just showed more gameplay, and they got the other ones that's coming to the Nintendo Switch too. I think it's a bundle. I think it's a bundle that comes with it. This will show the Nintendo Direct, of course. This is. Let me see what else that will show. I think that was it, because all these other games is pretty much. But these the games that's going to exactly be for next for the month that's coming out. Most likely, most of them is coming in October and mostly October and November and December. Mostly. So so I don't know exactly how the way it works. So they just added like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 games they added for the voucher thing. Yeah, so the Sonic Superstars, it's not coming on the digital, but you can pre-order it on at Walmart, Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, they also showed some news that's related to something with Pokemon. So just like I said, the fall. So basically, this will be releasing between September. I could just best the bet to say that the Pokemon present is going to be in August, and then Depending on the release, it be set date. I get them until September, the start of September until December is when enough time until the case of when it's ready. Then winter, it's just gonna probably be at least probably in March, probably. So that's what they're gonna probably do. I don't know if they're gonna add another one, but how long guys can okay, but one of the things that I wanted to explain is that all three of these Pokemon are poison types, and their special ability is called it's toxic something. Oh, crap. Let me see. I don't know if it's on the. I don't know if it's on the other one. Let me see. Okay, they got the toxic chain in there, but there's no other information about it. So any any Pokemon that has a like ability that has poison that causes Pokemon to be poison, that means that it's most likely a poison type. Still not much as shown in there, but one one thing that I can show is that I can show you the yeah, most likely I'm talking about Pokemon. It's not very much shown in there. They just show the games. And yeah, guess what? The in the recent episode of Pokemon Horizon, they had the Pokemon Man's appearance again. Well, what I just learned from the whole story is that it's about the ancient traveler that has a team of six, and I think he wants to go to war to find all six of his team. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Yeah, it's also been another thing that's been going on with Snorlax because you notice if you in the trailer of the Scarlet Violet Era Zero DLC, they showed Snorlax and the first glimpse of it because they promoting Pokemon Sleep, which is going to be like a device thing that's going to be used in Pokemon Go. But they call it Project Snorlax Campaign, which is showed in the Japanese trailer. It's not even they didn't show it in the USA basically. So yeah, so this is the page when they show everything else, and then they also got the Gimmickle with the shiny. It's kind of it's been a lot of patches of glitch, just like I've been saying the whole entire time. That's why the DLC is taking on to be updated. But you notice that the Pokemon it doesn't necessarily be in this in the direct that very much because it was two Pokemon games that was actually in there. But the Tech Picture will be released in October. Yeah, it's pretty a while before it comes. But we got the pre-shot screenshots of the so now you see this glimpse. You see Snorlax right here. So this goes to show they promoting Pokemon Sleep for Pokemon Go, even though Pokemon Go wasn't actually was no, it wasn't actually promoted in here, but the point is that it's going to be promoted in Pokemon Presents, which is going to be in August because the last August is when they showed the DLC. That's when they announced the release dates for the Outer Armor. Yeah, I think they already had the release dates, but you can see the glimpse. So we see Wooper and the first part and Yama. Then we see the glimpse of the DLC, which is this open spot with the waterfall. And then we see uh is that who yes, we see these Pokemon right here. So yeah, so yeah, there's not really too much to see right here. Okay, so the next one is we see they claim to say we can't be and can't ride as Corral and Run. I think it's untrue with that. I just think that the trainer chooses not to ride it. I think it's really possible for you to still ride only. I don't really think the three trio Pokemon would be actually riding Pokemon as the same as it is. Because one of the cases is that certain Pokemon can't swim, some of them can't fly. It could be possible that they probably could do the same thing, but yeah. But just looking just at them, like any Pokemon that has purple, sometimes they have purple. That means they have poison type. So wearing this whole mark thing, so they poison types. But you know, this thing is called. It's kind of like a scarf thing. I don't know. I don't exactly don't know if this is like a chain thing that's represent their ability. The poison chain. The poison chain actually is a new ability. I don't know if other Pokemon could get it or this is just them because you know that it's certain Pokemon that don't exactly have just a certain skill. So we could just if it's just a poison type, this would be a flying type, a poison flying type. So it would have been a good guess for this to be a fire type, but it's most likely a poison flying type. But I'm most likely gonna change my flying type for this one. This one I can't guess if this is a water type or not. And Okie dokie, crap, I can't even say the name. But it's pretty interesting to see how they just show more detail, how the way how they battle, and they show us the, the ability then that just shows us that. Yeah. So it uses air slash. So if it uses air slash, it's a flying type. But I still don't know what kind of skills it has. It doesn't. So we have Zeg Striker and Blissel as one of the Pokemon that's returning since Black and White. So they never actually put it back in there. Even in Sword and Shield, they didn't put them back in here. They finally did. Because remember when I was telling you guys that it was doing something with the game, they wanted to update the animations of the Pokemon because it was still a lot of still was going on. It's probably the reason why we having all these updates. So also Lavandy is coming too. It was also showed in the I forget it's on Twitter and they have the links of the Pokemon that's returning. And then we have the Alolan Executors. This is kind of interesting. This whole thing that you see right here is probably uh the other side. I can't even say if this is the other side of it. I think that it's they said they going down under the other side and it's the part this is the part two of the deal of the DLC. It's not because you know that Excelsior and other Lord Pokemon can only be found in the original. But I think it's probably possible for them to be here. So This is the glimpse. This is pretty much like the Sapphire Zone, just like in Heart Gold and Silver, that you could change the weather that fits the Pokemon because the certain Pokemon that appears. So just like Murkrow, during that time I did that, I had to put like the tree, like I had to put like in the forest and make sure it was nighttime to be able to get Murkrow. And I don't net Larvitar was never actually hard to get. I think you have to wait a certain time. Like just like with Reload, we had to set a certain items, which I'm trying to get still. I have to wait like under like over 100 days. So this is the four pattern thing. So these this represents the Sapphire Zone, even though this is not called the Sapphire Zone. They just put it as this, which is something we're gonna do. And also you're gonna have double battles and too with the trainers. So these are the glimpses of the Pokemon, which they look kind of different. Yeah, because if you look at here, these are the mags. This max was never shown in the other trailer, so clearly they pretty much will look different. So this is the new director from the part two of the school that we're doing in the part two DLC, and based on the scarf is on Edge, which was the Pokemon that was like a sword Pokemon that's still in Ghost type. But some people saying it's a new Pokemon that is part of original form. Yeah, it might be. Probably it might not be. So we see Veil full picks right here. We don't see no other things that's right here. I don't know if that's a Pokemon that's just part here, part TC. Probably. Okay. Something that was interesting too. One of these things shows a Pokemon that looks like Snover, the one that evolves to Bomb Snow. And I can't even show it. Oh, this is another trainer that we see that we're going to be battling. Like pretty much will meet and get together. But it doesn't seem like they could show it very clearly of how the way it looks. So you see, Dugon is still. Wait, is Sil and Dugon in the game? I don't think. I think I remember seeing it. Yeah, but just I just wonder if legendary Pokemon could appear in this part too. I don't really think it's gonna be any legendary Pokemon confirmed. They probably gonna just have Paradox form, just like the other ones does. Okay, so far as I'm concerned, I don't really see anything else. Oh yeah, we forgot about this one. Okay, we get another universe Pokemon that returned, Gauntlet and Golurk. It's kind of crazy that all these universe Pokemon actually returned in Scarlet Valley. It took them a very long time to do that. Okay, then we have I always forget this one. Always forget about this. What Pokemon this name is? Okay, so now I have to try to go to the website so I could see if they could show it. Okay, let me see. Let me see if they show. Okay. They seem like they're not gonna show it. Yeah, these two are version exclusive. Glider and A Pump is version exclusive to the game. So in Pokemon Scarlet, you're gonna get Glider, and Violet, you get A Pump. Well, it won't make a difference since we got Pokemon Home. It doesn't really matter. I wonder if they'll show it. No, I don't think they could show it this one. Man, this is not right. Okay, so they're not showing it. It's a. Okay, so, okay, that's not the. That's not the spot that was at. Yeah, it's like around this spot on that. I think it's right around in that kind of section that's over there. That's showing the Snover that looks a bit different than the one in this red. I don't really think it's going to be something. I don't think they show it that way because the last time when they had it was a boy that was showing the Tangros, which the Tangros look very different because of the way the horns look. It's a certain way that Tangros horns is the regional forms, the water and fighting type one, and the fire and fighting type one. The fire type one, his horns is morely a different way than the other ones. So it yeah, because when they showed that, that was believed to be another regional form. It was actually three regional forms: the regular fighting type, Tangros, the water and fire type one, and the fire fighting type one. But they was version exclusive to the game, so that doesn't matter. But okay, but this is all for this video that I could come up with. Because everything that they showed when the direct came, they showed the trailer for Scarlet and Violet. But it is something big that is coming next month, which is they had holding a whole lot of events next month. They having the Pokemon World, they having the World Championships next month. Yeah, even though they've been doing it for these months anyways. But anyways, they got the events that's showing it, and they have Pokemon Cafe having something coming. I think yeah, that's all I have for that. That's all they have for that when they show the different events that's going on in around there in Japan. So okay, I'll see you guys in the next video, and be sure to subscribe and drop a like.